Alright, so this is my review for Avengers Endgame. 22nd movie in the MCU universe. As you know, I've watched all the old Marvel animated shows. I've seen all the movies. I've watched most of all the animated movies. And I've played mainly almost every Marvel game. That's how I know most of my Marvel stuff. I look up information on the comic books, but I don't really I don't really read many comic books, but I look up information that I don't know. But most of my knowledge is from the shows, animated movies, video games. As you can see, we got Iron Man, we got Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. in the movie, Captain America, Steve Rogers, played by Chris Evans. We got, who is it? Thor. Is I playing Thor? Yeah, Thor, Chris Hemsworth. And we got Hulk, Bruce Banner. Hulk and Captain America are obviously two of my personal favorite characters. Then also there's Black Panther, Wolverine. Those are my personal MCU people. But this movie, as you already know, is mainly about the original six. Hawkeye, played by Jeremy Renner. Black Widow, played by Scarlett Johansson. And then these four guys. Hawkeye, who wasn't really in Infinity War, definitely is in this movie. As you know, it's a non-spoiler review. If you guys want me to do a spoiler review, I definitely can. Like I said, I've seen the movie twice now. By Monday, I will have seen it 3 times. Twice in Dolby, once in IMAX on the true IMAX screen. So, for me, not just because it's an MCU movie, I've noticed a lot of people are confused about Endgame. I'm gonna let you know now, Endgame is not, Infinity War and Endgame are 2 different things. You can think of it as a part 2, not really. Endgame is 3 hours for a reason. They utilize those 3 hours. I've seen a lot of different criticisms for Endgame. Most people like it, but a lot of people are confused. I guess since I've seen the movie twice, most of the stuff isn't that confusing to me. It kind of explains it in the movie. There's only 2 things that are actually linked together that I have questions about, but I'm not going to go into that because spoiler, just ruined. But besides that, everything else kind of made sense to me. Everything else I kind of understood, not only the first time, but understood it more the second time I saw the movie. And so it made sense. They explained their rules, they explained things in the movie itself. I'm telling you now, Infinity War was little bits of story in the middle. If you don't like the part where Thanos and Gamora are together talking and then he takes you to Vormir, all of that stuff, you might not like Endgame that much. Mainly the whole first 2 hours, basically, of Endgame, there's a little bit of action, a little bit, not much. The movie is mainly about the story. It focuses a lot on character development between the characters. Movies that you should have seen to better understand this movie: Thor: The Dark World, the first Avengers movie, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Ant-Man and the Wasp, those type of movies, and then other movies as well. Winter Soldier, Captain America: Winter Soldier, Civil War. The movie itself makes you see the movies in a different light. It expands on these movies that you've already seen. Endgame is so in-depth that there's callbacks and Easter eggs and moments in the movie that are references to deleted scenes. Like, I've watched all the deleted scenes and I noticed that. I was like, that's not even in the movie. This was a deleted scene reference. So that's how in-depth the movie is. Most of the dialogue, there's dialogue at the end of the movie that 2 characters say to each other that is literally the reverse of what 2 characters said to each other in the first movie that they were together. And a lot of that stuff, you don't really notice things like that. A lot of the dialogue is something that either somebody said that was very iconic or something that somebody else said to that person. They're saying it back to the other person. A lot of the moments that you really don't catch unless, like, because it is 3 hours. Like, this is definitely something, most movies I see 2 or 3 times, but this is definitely something that if you can see it multiple times, you probably would want to. But I'm telling you, if you're not, I'm a big person on story, purpose, like emotional stakes and things like that. Endgame was perfect for me. I like to pay attention and see where they're going with these characters, the underlined of what they're trying to do with them, the messages, things like that. If you're not big on that, Infinity War may be better for you, because Infinity War had way more action than Endgame. Endgame has a little bit of action, and then the last part of the movie is huge action. But a lot of things in the movie are you paying attention to dialogue, paying attention to the story, the characters, paying attention to other movies like Iron Man 3. It's kind of important in this movie. Actually, yeah, it's like pretty important. Seeing Iron Man 3 is very important in this movie as well. Personally, I started back when my aunt took me to go see the first Iron Man. That's when my MCU journey started. I wasn't big on movies then. Like, I watched movies and stuff, but I wasn't like, oh man, I gotta go see Iron Man. She was like, I'm gonna take you to go see Iron Man. So I went to go see it. And ever since then, I've basically seen almost every Marvel movie in theaters when it came out. Like Endgame, seen it twice, gonna go see it a third time. To me, definitely worth the watch. Definitely in my personal top 5 of movies. I haven't put a rank together, but I know for sure Captain America Winter Soldier is in there. The original Avengers is in there. And then Endgame's definitely in there. Probably Infinity War too. But I enjoy the movie a lot. Definitely worth seeing. If you're someone who's seen all the movies, you'll enjoy Endgame. If you've seen all the movies because of action, you might not. Some stuff might be confusing to you. Some stuff might be like, dude, like, why is there so much development? Like, you might get mad that it's 3 hours. Me, I enjoyed the fact that it was 3 hours. I saw Watchmen in theaters, which is longer than Endgame. It's a good movie. It's great. It wasn't as interesting as Avengers, but I can definitely sit there for 3 hours and watch Avengers if I sat there and watched Watchmen when I didn't really know much about it. I think it was 3 hours and 35 minutes seeing that in theaters. But if you're more of a casual Marvel fan, you might like Infinity War more. This movie is definitely, like they say, it's a love letter to the fans and the MCU and everything they've been through, things that have happened. There is no after credit scene. I think the credits are like 15 minutes total, 10 minutes, somewhere around there. There is no post-credit scene. I was told there wasn't, stayed anyway, just to make sure. There is no post-credit scene. At the end of the movie, there is a montage of everybody who was in the movie. So all the main characters, like all the actors that played them, there's a little montage for each person. That's it. After that, there is no after credit. So if you want to get up and leave, you can. If you want to sit and wait, you can. But I just want to save you some time. But definitely go see Endgame. Thank you guys for your time and support. Still doing a giveaway. All you got to do is subscribe, comment, and I'll go ahead and pick another winner when I get more comments to choose from different people. But definitely go see it. Probably see it twice if you can. I know most people usually don't, but it's definitely worth it.